let's talk about the food, because you started hitting on what the difference is with the food here.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about the food in the U.S. and Canada, where you're from. What's going on in the U.S.?
So globally, we have an issue first and foremost with the factory farming system. And if current levels of animal product consumption stay the same, there isn't really an alternative other than, when we're starting to get into cloning and like cell created meats and stuff. But so when animals are required to be farmed in such conditions where they're packed in there, of course, antibiotics are going to be needed. Certain drugs are used as well to disrupt the natural sleep, wakeful, and hormone cycles. Chickens, they want to slaughter them after about 6 weeks. So how do you make them as fat as possible in that window? So there's the hygiene issues, there's hormones that not all farmers are using, of course, but on really large scales, you get a lot more of this stuff that is not found in places where the animal products are predominantly small farms. There's a huge difference there. And then, of course, the feed. If the animals are fed genetically modified corn, wheat, and soy for their entire life, that's an animal with acidosis. Cows are not supposed to eat soybeans and corn. That's not their natural diet. They're supposed to eat grass. But there isn't enough room on planet Earth for everyone to have grass-fed beef. It's not possible. And so, unfortunately, there's no quick solution to this other than everybody just eats a lot less. But in the current world and the current food landscape that we're in, that's a huge thing. Then there's the preservatives, the artificial flavors, dyes, colors, many of which are banned in Europe that are allowed in the US. And the argument is always the dose makes the poison. It's too small of an amount. Studies show that this amount is not harmful, but there's never cumulative studies.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about living here. The food is just, it's so much more clean, and they almost kind of joke where, you say, oh, can we have grass-fed meat? Yeah, it's all grass-fed. What else would you do with it? So, it's like in Italy when you talk about wine, and you say, can I have an organic wine? And they look at you funny, like, yeah, why? What, is there something else that you do with that?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's something I love about here too, that, the food is super clean, and I feel it when I go back to the US, because I kind of split my time. And the minute I get back to the US, I just feel it. I feel more lethargic. Certainly my gut feels it, and my digestive system, and I feel like my skin is a little bit different. So
everyone says that to me.
I'm pretty disenfranchised with the food.